Hello, my name is Joseph Pena, and today we'll be discussing handling mouse events using Java. The first step in handling mouse events is importing the java.awt.event package in order to create a mouse listener class or a mouse motion listener class. The mouse listener class uses these methods: the mouse pressed, mouse clicked, mouse released, mouse entered, and mouse exited. They all pretty much do exactly what they say they do. Mouse pressed checks if the mouse is pressed. Clicked checks if the mouse was clicked. Release checks if you released the click. Entered checks if the mouse is on the screen, and exited checks if the mouse is off the screen. The mouse motion listener class uses these methods: mouse dragged for when you click and drag the mouse, and mouse moved just keeps up with the location of the mouse on the screen. Now let's look how this is coded in Java. Okay, as you can see, I've already started working on a program to show you how the mouse events work. Now the first thing we need to do is import the java.awt.event package in order to use the mouse listener and mouse motion listener. I have mouse events extending JApplet in order to run this as an applet later and show you how things are working. This is a string array that is going to be used to create my text field and tiles that are going to basically demonstrate how the mouse events are working. Now down here in my main mouse events class, I'm going to need to add a mouse listener. Oops. I'm going to label it my mouse listener. Forgot this. I also need to add a mouse motion listener, which I'm going to label my mouse motion listener. Now that those have been created, I can move on to create the listener class and the motion listener classes. Here I have a method used that basically sets my tiles to a default background color of gray. Now here's my mouse listener class that has been created. And see, that's what my label, my mouse listener, it's implementing the mouse listener. Now, the my motion listener and my mouse motion listener are called on up here in the main class. Now, in the my mouse listener class, we can add all of the methods described earlier in the presentation. So we got public void mouse pressed. That's not how you spell pressed at all. And then have a mouse event E in there. Now, the first thing we need to do in these methods is clear the text fields. Spelled that wrong. This sets the background's color, like up here, to gray. Now you're going to call on your mouse state array that was created earlier and take the first section. We're going to set its background to the color yellow. Now what this does is when the mouse is pressed, it's going to change the color of the tile from gray to yellow. Now we're going to type this exact same thing for mouse clicked, mouse released, mouse entered, and mouse exited. Now we need to do the same things with the mouse motion listener methods. Now this one is going to be different because this one's not changing colors but constantly updating the position of the mouse. So this one is going to take the mouse dot get x, which gives it the x value in pixels of the screen. Oops. And we're going to do the same thing with the y value. Okay, now that it's working, we are going to run the project as an applet. Here we go. Now as you can see, it says I've exited. Exited is highlighted because I have left the screen. Enter the screen, and it says I've entered. Exit, enter, exit, enter. See, the X and the Y values are keeping up with the location of my mouse. See if I go up here. Oh, at the 0 location. Yeah, anyways, now see if I press, it says I've pressed. If I'm still holding and I drag gets highlighted. If I let go, release is highlighted. If I just click the mouse, see I'm pressed, but then I let go and it's clicked. If I press, drag, and let go, release. And that is how this works. Alright, well, that's all I have for today. Good luck programming.